Humanoid robotics just split into two completely different timelines, one showing unstoppable progress and the other collapsing live on stage. China is pushing out breakthroughs so fast that it honestly feels like science fiction turning into reality. And at the same time, Russia tried to unveil their first AI-powered humanoid, and the robot literally fell on its face. Add a public feud between CEOs accusing each other of faking demos and predicting bankruptcy, and you get one of the wildest weeks this industry has seen all year. So buckle up, because this one is insane. Let's start with where the real shockwave began. MindOn and the Unitree G1. The G1 has always been strong on paper. 23 degrees of freedom, depth cameras, 3D LiDAR, hybrid force position control, but we never saw it truly operate in a real environment. Until now, MindOn dropped the robot into what looks like a functioning home, and just let it work. No cuts every 3 seconds, no staged motion loops, no camera-friendly shortcuts. The G1 walks up to a window, aligns its hands naturally, and opens the curtains in one continuous motion that genuinely feels human. Then it transitions into plant care, adjusting grip pressure so it doesn't crush the leaves, and waters them without spilling a drop. From there, it moves into office tasks, carrying light packages with precise balance control while planning foot placement, step by step. The textile segment is something everyone in robotics noticed immediately. Humanoids historically struggle with soft materials, yet the G1 confidently pulls sheets off a bed, shakes them out, and lays them flat, navigating around furniture without any jerky motion or torque spikes. Even the kid interaction scene stands out. Humanoids typically get shaky or overcorrective around humans, but here, movement stays smooth, predictable, and safe. That hints at a sophisticated, safety-tuned control layer. MindOn hasn't released their full training pipeline, but the results are clear. This isn't memorized choreography. This is environmental generalization. The key to real home robotics. Real homes are unpredictable, and a robot that hesitates at every micro-variation simply fails. What MindOn showed feels like one of the first believable examples of a humanoid belonging inside a real space. Of course, big questions remain: battery life, safety, reliability, maintenance, cost. But for the first time, the marketing promises are getting closer to what consumers actually need. Meanwhile, China wasn't done. Unitree suddenly announced the G1D, a wheeled humanoid built for full-speed industrial work. It comes in two versions, one stationary, one mobile. The wheeled model hits 1.5 meters per second, which is fast enough to compete in real logistics pipelines. Specs vary between 17 and 19 degrees of freedom, depending on the version. The arms are identical for both, 7 degrees of freedom each, lifting around 3 kilograms with good precision. The waist joint offers massive range, 155 on the Z-axis, and from 2.5 to 135 on the Y-axis, giving it a vertical reach close to 2 meters. Vision is a big part of Unitree's strategy. A high-def binocular head camera plus wrist cameras equals multi-angle inspection and high-accuracy manipulation. End effectors are fully interchangeable. 2-finger grippers, 3-finger manipulators, or 5-finger dexterous hands. And the flagship version ships with an NVIDIA Jetson pushing approximately 100 TOPS for onboard AI battery life. 6 hours on a single charge, software ecosystem, full data collection, simulation, training, annotation, deployment, everything integrated. Unitree isn't just building a robot, they're building an entire AI robotics pipeline. And then, Russia. Their first AI humanoid AIDOL was introduced in Moscow. The lights went up. The rocky theme blasted through the speakers, and the robot immediately collapsed on stage, leaving parts scattered across the floor. Staff rushed to hide it behind a screen and drag it off. The video exploded online. Developers blamed calibration errors and said it's still in testing. They highlighted features: 48-volt battery for 6 hours. There's an Orvi servo motors, silicon skin with facial expressions, 77% domestic components, aiming for 93%. But none of that mattered after the fall. Critics said the team unveiled something unfinished just to chase attention, while Russia was going viral for the wrong reasons. China delivered another major milestone, this time from UBTECH. Their humanoid walker, S2, officially entered large-scale deployment. Not prototype, not lab demo, actual deployment. Hundreds of units shipped to customers, Orders worth over $113 million in 2025 alone. Massive deals: $35.3 million, $22.45 million, $17.8 million, $14 million. The list goes on. UBTECH expects around 500 walkers in the field by the end of December. Why so much demand? Automotive manufacturers, BYD, Geely, VW, Dongfeng, Luxshare, even Foxconn, are pushing humanoids into logistics and assembly support. Early tests show strong performance. The biggest breakthrough: self-directed battery swapping. The robot autonomously removes its depleted battery and installs a fresh one. Downtime: almost zero. UBTECH single quotes as financial momentum backs this up. Revenue up 27.5%. Profits up. Losses down. Stock up over 150% this year. Analysts at Citi and JP Morgan expect it to climb even higher. But in the middle of all this hype, the industry suddenly exploded into a public fight. Brett Adcock, CEO of Figured, commented on a UBTECH video and suggested that some robots in the clip looked fake. This added fuel to a bigger conversation: which companies are showing real performance and which are staging polished marketing videos. Then came the feud with Agility Robotics, Adcock claimed. Figure robots had been working on BMW's production line for 5 months straight. Agility responded sarcastically, "That's like saying we invented lemon water." Adcock fired back, "You'll be bankrupt in a year." Executives from 1X stepped in, reminding everyone to stay kind. Agility replied with a Ted Lasso gif. Adcock ended with a Sopranos meme: "Next time you come in, you come heavy or not at all." It sounds ridiculous, but it shows how intense, competitive, and high-stakes the humanoid race has become. Billions of dollars and the future of general-purpose robotics are on the line. And that wraps it up. Drop your thoughts below, hit subscribe and smash that like button if you want more breakdowns like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.